What happened when you woke up this morning?
My wife was awake. She's never awake.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
I was super excited. I woke up at 5:30 this morning, just like popped right the hell out of bed, and that never happens.
Hey, Jeff. The big.
Thank you so much for helping today. Oh. Man, you really do know how to come in like and white knight it, don't you? Timing. Just on.
Yeah. You're awesome, Jeff. So there it is. The last of the stuff.
That's it.
That's it.
Your GoPro is in the console. The charging station that was in the house is in the back of the gallon. And there's nothing else. Then you got keys. Keys are on the key hook to the rig. Right? And let's.
Global Gillespie begins.
What a day! What a day! You got the truck. The truck is loaded and it's not enough. And you get the trailer right at the last minute. And now I'm driving. I don't even know how many total feet that is. It's
A lot.
A lot.
See how lot that is? What if I started it, huh? There we go. So, the biggest old truck money could buy. And a trailer. Are you ready to start the adventure? Okay, let's go in the truck.
Does anybody have to go?
Okay, I haven't got you on.
Tiptoes undercover, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond road, dreaming easy, easy on our tiptoes undercover, agents of the.
We just departed Wivenhoe Way. Boys are in the back, ready to go? Yeah! Here we go.
I can't believe we did it. I cannot believe we did it. When we left everything that was comfortable, was normal. We sold the house. We have no place to live. Like, we sold one of the cars, sold all of our couches are gone. Like even if we needed to go find some place to live, we have nothing to sit on. I am elated. I'm elated. Woke up this morning at 5:30, just bounding. Popped right out of bed. Unbelievably happy. Stress that the move is almost done as soon as all this gets dropped off. Florida? Like, it's just... But that feeling that we're in it with each other, for our kids, it's there. It's overwhelming. It's terrifying and exhilarating and exciting, and it's all the things, all the feels. I have all the feels. 5 years ago, Andy had asked me, you know, what I wanted to do after retirement, and I took like 2 years trying to figure it out. And it really came down to, I want to travel, and I want to travel with my kids. I want to spend Gatlin's last years with us, together with him. And I want to show him the world. I want to show him the world that I saw, and even more of it than I saw in the military. Like I want to give him the global knowledge of humanity before he leaves and starts his own life. And then we've been back and forth. How are we going to do this? Like, okay, we're going to travel. Are we, Andy's a pilot. We thought about a plane. Too expensive. At least the size we would want. A plane large enough to go across oceans. It could be privately flew by Andy. And he would want 2 engines for safety, right? His kids are in the back. Like, that it got to be too expensive. And then it was the challenge of like, okay, we fly into somewhere too, and then what? How do we get from where the airport, regional airport, or the private airport to everywhere? So we thought about a boat. I went to a boat show. Andy wasn't able to go. Man, so many great options. And they were less expensive than the plane. But not on a monthly basis, not on a maintenance basis. And then it was the same thing. It was like, okay, we pull into port and we still need transportation to go and see all the things we wanted to see. So, okay. Then that was a vehicle. And then we could have outfit our own car. No. We don't want to live in the vehicle. But we do want a vehicle that can go anywhere. Take us down dirt paths and off-road a little. And so the 4x4 options, like for a van, we're limited. There's like one for a ready-made van. We found this, or the one Andy's driving. Found Grace, converted ambulance 4x4, and it works perfect. We can use it for camping. There are places we want to go camping. The kids are super comfortable in the back. They have all the entertainment that they need. They have a restroom. They have snacks and cold drinks. And it's just been years of planning and thinking about this and making decisions and then putting our money where our mouth was and saying, okay, we're going to buy Grace, and then we're going to outfit Grace, and we're going to buy the things we need to be on the road, and we're going to get the homeschooling things situated, and just everything, step by step by step, has been like that. And it's been a lot. It's been years. I've been wrapping up our lives, our former lives, in our former house that we just left. Oh my gosh. And I was keeping it together. The only sad part, and I'm going to start crying right now, the only sad part was saying goodbye to my mom. Oh, that was the part that got me. That got me all worked up. We have been blessed to have a lot of time together in my 30s and 40s. And she's been integral in the lives of Gatlin and Nick. So that's a tough one. But she's going to come see us. She's going to come visit. And, that was the only part that made me cry. I'm going to miss our friends and our other family and all those things, but this is a once in a lifetime thing. It's the do it now or never do it trip, experience, lifestyle, whatever the hell you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. It's the thing. When we tell people that we're doing, they all want to do. And no one does. Or, you know, very, very few people do. Especially when they have school-age kids. Like, I totally get it. It's a thing. More on that in another video. I would really have to get my thoughts together for that. I just kind of wanted to get down, like, I just wanted to tell you that it's all the feels. It's all the things. I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous. Andy and I are a really, really good team. We solve problems. We're really good at it. And we know that this first 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks is going to be tough. It's a whole new routine for all four of us. It's gonna be tough and it's gonna be trying. And that's okay. We will all get through it. And to make that a little bit easier on us all, our first stop is in Zihuatanejo, Mexico, for a month. And, you know, there's stuff to see there, but mostly it's just a month for just stop. We're not packing. We're not making decisions about what goes, what stays, what goes, we are just going to sit. We're going to establish our new lifestyle routines. We're going to get the kids started with their new school. Yeah. We did it. We really, 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 no kidding. We did it. Talk to you later.
I am Gatlin James Gillespie. No, I'm not going to put my middle name in that. I am Gatlin Gillespie, the leader of this group and the founder of the TGGCAGWISCAAACAAF, which stands for the Global Gillespie Corporation Association. I forgot the rest of it. The Global Gillespie Corporation Association Globalization, which is super cool and awesome and cool and fun.
Right.
Yes. To be able to go on this adventure, is very humbling to me because it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience that no one really gets to experience, but I get to. So that's very humbling to me. And it'll be really fun with my family for the most part. So
Quit looking at me.
well, as long as we don't swerve and die in the first 2 days, we should be fine. I'm a Mack truck.
Quit looking at me.
Yeah, but yeah. I think it's a good plan that we've got, and yeah.
Do you foresee any challenges?
Pooter's gonna be a big one for at least the first week or two, because he's already saying, I want to go home. He's already being crabby, not getting enough sleep, stuff like that. Hopefully when we settle down in our first home, he gets to get enough sleep, and next time we get on the road, it'll be okay.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Yes, I am looking forward to all of it. I don't really have a particular thing that I'm really excited for. It's kind of just like the general idea of it. So,
how do you think homeschool's gonna go?
I mean, I'm planning to get my whole high school done before the 3 years, because I don't want to be doing school for traveling around the world. That's not pretty. Poggers. Sorry, I wanted to redo that. I shouldn't have said poggers. Oh gosh. Don't put that in, please. It's really embarrassing. Okay. That wouldn't be very great. So
how do you think homeschool's gonna go?
I mean, good. I hope. I don't really know what to say. It's not like a thing that can go bad. It's really just as long as you do it, you should be okay.
How do you feel about doing this with your family?
Oh, really unfortunate. It's a real bummer that I couldn't do it with all my friends instead, Like, I wish I could just do this with my friends for years instead of, like, my lame, boring family. It's really unfortunate. It's a tragedy. But, yeah.
Well, we'll do our best not to make it boring.
Yeah. You guys will have to do, I guess.
Is there anything else you want to say?
If you don't subscribe, please subscribe. There you go.
We left. We did it. Whew. It was a really, really, really long day. Turns out this ginormous truck I'm driving doesn't actually fit all of our stuff. Which, of course, we find out at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and have to run in this big truck. It's all full to get a additional trailer, which I am now towing behind this big truck. I think that makes my total length like 35 feet. And I've only stopped to get gas once, and almost ran the trailer into a pump. So there's that. So that's the bum part about this first leg, is that first of all, I saw myself in the phone on FaceTime, and I look not my best. Fun part is that Andy and I are in separate vehicles. He's driving the rig with the kids, and everything seems to be going well back there. I wish we had walkie-talkies to talk to, like calling every time. That's okay. So yeah. So we're in the middle of North Carolina. Got on the road at about 3:30. 7 o'clock now. We're gonna try for another hour, and drive for another hour and see how we feel. I feel good, like awake and everything, even though I got up at 5:30 in the morning. But I am stiff. Really, really stiff. And we don't know where we're staying tonight, so we'll drive for another hour and then see about a roadside hotel or something.
So this is our second day in. We're about an hour outside of Montgomery, Alabama, and we have figured out that essentially we got to make sure that Hutch doesn't have an excuse to not be in the front seat, as he starts wanting to wander around as every other 4-year-old would want to. That we've also learned that driving a 26-foot U-Haul truck with a trailer is difficult, especially when it's not diesel driven and you got to go into a normal gas station spot. That's been fun, and we're really excited to go see our friends Nancy and Bree in Pensacola, and we should be there within about maybe 3 hours.
Bother me.
trash is right there on the side. The trash is right on the side. Okay. Be nice, sit up. Be nice. Okay. Yeah, around back. Don't mind the stranger.
Oh my goodness!